What's good investment advice for you as an individual might be terrible advice for your nonprofit. If you're managing your organization's operating reserves, these should be your top four priorities in order of importance. Hi, I'm Teresa Clark, and I'm a seasoned CPA with over 25 years dedicated to serving 501c3 nonprofits. I've done that both as an internal CFO and as an external auditor of nonprofits. I bring a unique perspective to your financial journey. So if you'd like to learn more, you can explore my website at teresaclark.com. One of my biggest wins in 2024 was the amount of interest income my clients were able to earn through their cash management strategies. Not every year offers the opportunities that this last year did, but because of that higher interest rate environment, I'm thankful that they trusted me to spot the possibility and they did not miss the opportunity. What this meant was more money to fund their missions. I like to think of asset management this way. Manage what you currently have so you'll be ready for what you want to have. If you've been entrusted with resources, should you store them away where they'll sit stagnant and never grow? Or should you actively manage them in a way that intentionally leads to growth and multiplication? Well, saying that reminds me of the parable of talents that's found in Matthew 25, where some buried them, some squandered them, and some multiplied them. And the ones that multiplied were entrusted with more. With that principle in mind, here's the top four criteria that every nonprofit should prioritize when stewarding operating reserves and making investment decisions. Priority number one, safety. Safety should be the largest priority when nonprofit investment decisions are being considered. Here's the question you should ask. Are these funds safe? In the case of operating reserves, FDIC insured funds are my absolute top recommendation. In the case of other types of funds, maybe endowments or long-term capital funds, there's some other considerations in the safety category, but I'm not going to go into those today. Priority number two is liquidity. Liquidity describes the availability of the funds and how quickly they can be accessed. So you'd want to consider here, how quickly can these funds be accessed in the case we have an emergency situation? Or are there any terms on this investment that would prevent us from accessing these funds at a given time? And lastly, will we face any potential penalties if we access these funds sooner than anticipated? Okay, priority number three is diversity. Diversity can be summed up by the old adage, don't put all your eggs in one basket. My grandma taught me that. Well, the reason we all still know this phrase, whether we have chickens or not, is because we know it's true. See, spreading out your assets in a simple but wise investment principle. This could look like spreading your cash around to different bank accounts so that you stay under that FDIC insured limit of $250,000 per institution. That's not per bank account, it's per bank institution. Now, you could also stagger maturity dates, or you could even introduce a variety of investment types. Priority number four is yield. Yield is the lowest nonprofit investment priority. Yield is also known as the interest rate or the rate of return on your investment. That means that yield should actually be the very last factor in your decision making, only after the top three priorities have been used to narrow down your options. Like I said, this is vastly different from personal investing, where I don't know about you, but we decide what level of risk we're comfortable with, and we might be more aggressive in our investments in order to achieve that higher yield. While these four priorities can serve, as a general guidance point to help point you towards healthy investment decisions, there's actually a very specific law addressing the topic of nonprofit investment management. It's called the Uniform Prudent Management of Institutional Funds Act. That's a mouthful. This law provides guidance on investment decisions and endowment expenditures for nonprofits and charitable organizations. I cover that law and the specific investment requirements for nonprofits in greater detail in my upcoming signature A to Z master course called The Financially Thriving Nonprofit, which launches this month. If investment decisions like these are a little overwhelming to you, or you want to build a solid base of understanding for your board about all the rules specific to nonprofit finance, I'm excited to tell you I've prepared a course with you in mind. It's my signature A to Z master course called The Financially Thriving Nonprofit, and it's available to you. We have a webinar today, the day of this video, at 10 o'clock Central, and I want to invite you to join me there by registering at teresaclark.com right now so that you can hear more about this opportunity and get a special moment to join us. But if you missed the webinar, it's okay. It's not too late. I want this course to be available to everyone. I want you to have an opportunity to gain from the years, 25 plus of experience that I've had. I want to make it easier and more direct for you. So it's not too late to get in the Financially Thriving Nonprofit. You can join by visiting my website at teresaclark.com/FTN for Financially Thriving Nonprofit. Okay, well, I'm here to serve you. So until next time, I'll see you later.